Revolution is about transformation, big or small.
It's about taking control of your health.
It's about getting your body moving.
Feeling better.
It's not just about, it's about who you are.
The Revolution, it's about you. Show that is all about you and giving you the tools you need to transform your life on every level starting right now. You've got a team of experts at your disposal. Every one of us feels like our paths have led us straight to the revolution. Right?
Very true. Absolutely. The revolution is all about helping you create a happier life. There was a recent study out of the University of Vermont that tracked 4.6 billion tweets. Is anybody else out here on Twitter?
That's a lot of tweets. That's a lot of tweets.
Were those all ties?
Yeah. 4.6 billion?
Yes.
That's a lot of happiness.
Between the hours of 11 p.m. and noon.
And that was by about 63 million users over the past 3 years. And what they found is that happiness is on the decline.
No.
I don't even understand it, but you know what? I suspect that maybe it's tied to the economy. Because this study was done over the last 3 years. But I will tell you, people feel very out of control. And that can sometimes make them not feel happy. I know when I don't have control over my money, or if my money is funny, I get very unhappy. Right. Downright nasty. That'll do it.
You know, it is true. You feel out of sorts. You feel in a state of disarray. It's unsettling.
Yeah, and I think what we want to try and help everyone do is take control of just small aspects of their life. When you feel more in control, you feel more empowered, and I think happier.
Yeah.
Right. And if you're healthy and fit, you also feel healthier and happier.
In body and mind.
Yes, and each of us have some small tips today to share about gaining more control and feeling happier and getting on the right path. For you, Tim, what makes you feel out of control and less happy?
Well, I have to say, it's that morning disarray. It's that feeling of frenzy in the morning. You may wake up a little later than you planned, but you're running around and you're thinking, I have to pull myself together. So actually, my tip is all about taking control of your morning preparations. And step one is to lay out your entire clothing outfit the night before, and I mean the apparel, the handbags and accessories. I don't bring a handbag, though I do have a very nice briefcase, your shoes, all the things that you need. And step two is that in the morning, while you're waiting for your shower to get hot, hang your clothes up in the bathroom for a quick steam.
Oh, I like that one.
I like that.
I like that one.
And I'll tell you what I used to do when I worked out and had to go out and run in the morning and go to work afterwards. The night before, I would always place my clothes and my gym bag and everything in my car, so I would never have the excuse of, oh, I've woken up late. Everything was always in my car.
I like that, but I have to tell you, I grew up in a very, very cold but wonderful Canada. And I did used to keep my gym bag and my workout shorts in the car.
Ooh,
when you go first thing in the morning and you put those shorts on,
yeah. It'll get you running, though. It'll get you running.
Yeah, and I don't own a car.
Let's take it from the bedroom and the bathroom, maybe I think to the kitchen. As a mom and as a doctor, obviously a lot of emergencies can happen in the kitchen. So I think part of taking control of our lives at home really starts with anticipating those emergencies. They could be little ones, a little slice of the finger, or a big one, a nosebleed even. Especially with kids, a lot of people freak out at the sight of blood. Now, I do a lot of surgeries, so I'm very comfortable with blood, but even a lot of doctors are not. So adults and kids can really get nervous. Simple, have a red towel in the kitchen.
That's smart.
So when you need to grab something, guess what? It's not going to look with a lot of red on it.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
Make a big difference. Really, really, really big difference.
I like that.
Really good
and Tim, this can add some color to an outfit.
Yeah.
Right? You know, for me, my big tip is, I call it just to kick it. I mean, wear some shoes, some kicks that are comfortable. If your shoes are comfortable, you'll be more apt to walk that extra block, to take that extra flight of stairs, to say forget about it to the elevator. Plus, you might feel good about yourself. So,
and you're not even talking just about exercise, right? Just wearing shoes.
Wearing comfortable shoes all the time.
Nothing can ruin your day like uncomfortable feet.
If they fit like perfectly on your feet, like if they fit tight and they fit good, you just want to start running in place.
Yes, and I've seen you just run in place. And
shoes feel so good.
My wife is going to be seeking out your help because she's frustrated. I'm always wearing jeans and running shoes everywhere I go because I just want to be comfortable.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what. Okay, so I'm sort of known for the guy who can kind of fix a lot of things, right?
Right.
Well, people always ask me what essential tools they need to get started on any home repair. Well, it's not a hammer, it's not a screwdriver. The truth is, it's research. The first one is research. Know what you're doing before you try it. Go online and find out how to do it right the first time.
I just have to say that is so true.
It is.
Right?
Absolutely.
And the second essential tool is a list of supplies. Be sure you get everything you need because trust me, without this, it could be making the problem even worse. Because you're going to be going back and getting more stuff, so try and get everything the first time. And the third is time. Don't rush through anything because you're probably going to end up regretting it in the end.
Do it over.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now these
That's
tips...
so hard, though. I mean,
What?
I am not your home makeover expert like
Maven.
you are, hardly. But whenever I embark on anything at home, whether it's cooking or fixing something, I just want to get to the end. I just want it to be done. So taking your time would be so hard. But you're right, it's important.
Well, you have to, especially when, I mean, some things take time. They have to dry, they have to be sanded, you know. So these tips will really come in handy when you're up, like when you're up to here with all the little household problems that constantly come up. And the handyman costs a pretty penny. And some women, right?
Yes, yes.
And some women out there even find out that their husbands really can't fix everything. How many of you guys out there wish you could take matters into your own hands right now? Well, I'm here to help you do just that in a segment called Ty's DIY Do It Yourself. So please, everybody welcome Laura. So, Laura, you're a married mom with 7 kids, right?
7 children, Ty, yes.
Wow. There's your lovely family. So, what happens in your house when something really needs to be fixed? And I'm imagine with 7 kids, it happens a lot.
Absolutely nothing happens, Ty. Something needs to be
can
fixed.
happen.
You know, my husband works really hard and long hours, and we have 7 children running back and forth to sports and different events. So when things break, they break. And recently, I was just laid off, so I can't afford a handyman to fix them.
Right.
And I have some time on my hands, so I would really, although my husband's laughing at me, I would like to learn how to do it, but I'm completely tool illiterate. I do not know anything about anything.
Well, good news is I'm here to make sure that you learn today some really things that you can fix yourself. All right? Now, I'm glad you got your tool belt on.
I do.
You're ready to go.
I do.
Now, I know you've never really picked up a tool in your life, right? But today, you're going to take on a challenge of fixing 3 problems that are found in the dining room. First of all, kids are constantly spilling, right? Food, drinks, and like so.
Oh no!
Right on chairs.
This looks like my furniture.
Exactly. So we're going to reupholster a chair today.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now that's one. Now come on over here. Now, the second really big problem is holes in drywall, right? And here's what happens, like behind every door. This usually happens. I don't know what it is. People love slamming doors, don't they? And here's what happens when you slam a door. It creates a hole right in your drywall.
Okay.
We're going to fix that.
I hope so, because I could
come
do
on over here. You're probably nervous on how you're going to be able to do that, right? Well, the third thing is water stains on dining room table. Water rings. You're going to get rid of them today, all right?
Okay.
So you look fantastic in your tool belt.
Thank you.
But since we have, well, 2 walls, I feel like you need a partner in crime, right? So you'll have somebody to help out. And I think, why not bring in the guy who knows belts pretty well? Tim Gunn, why don't you come over here and put on this tool belt?
Thank you, Ty. Thank you.
Oh my God, I've never seen you without a jacket. Okay,
so this is one build I'm not familiar with.
You're a fashion man, so you can decide how you want to wear it. You can do it around the side. You can do it around the back. A lot of guys actually wear it around the front.
The side.
Yeah, the side's a good thing for you. Sort of a sash look. So I'm going to get you guys started. So let's begin.
Roll up my sleeves.
Yeah, roll up your sleeves.
Yeah.
I'm so excited you took your jacket off. That never happens.
It never happens. You're right.
Let's begin with the easiest problem, okay? The water ring. This is something that happens in every dining room. I mean, I'm sure you guys all have them at home, right?
You know, I actually have a very pronounced one, and I chose to put a book over it because I frankly don't know how to get rid of it.
Right. And a lot of people don't. You know,
I put placemats. Nice
Well, kids put drinks down all the time, and you're like, don't do that. And they're like, you can't get a coaster down in time, and it creates, water rings. And what rudder rings are is when the moisture gets underneath the surface of the table, gets underneath the finish. Okay. So if you've got a wax finish, here's a quick, easy way to get rid of the water rings. All you need is an iron. I'm sure, Tim, you probably had a few things pressed in the day.
I have an iron, but I've never used it for this purpose.
And a towel.
I know how to use an iron.
Where's the towel?
Good. By the way, hi, I'm Tim.
Hi, Tim.
So nice to work with you.
Excited.
Well, working beside you. I don't think we're working together.
Okay.
I hope we're working together.
So all you're going to need is an iron and a towel. You just place the towel over the ring. I'm just going to do one side so you can see the sort of...
And it's one thickness.
One thickness.
Okay.
Terry cloth towel, iron on medium to low heat.
Okay, is there any water in the iron?
Not at all. Keep it dry because that's
dry.
Moisture.
And it just sits there?
You want to just sort of move it for a second. I'm going to talk about something else while we do this. So Tim, you want to handle that? Because I know you're pretty good with an iron.
I hope I don't ruin somebody's table.
So now, if this happens to be a wax finish, now if it's a lacquer finish, right? A really cool trick is mayonnaise. With a lacquer finish, you can actually use mayonnaise. You just put some, you sort of slap it on the ring, and what's amazing is the oil in the mayonnaise actually pulls out the moisture, and that gets rid of the water rings. It's true.
Wow.
Fascinating.
So, all right.
Do you want to take over?
Let's see how you did. All right. So we pulled that up. We rub.
Oh, it's something you rub. Okay.
Oh, look at it.
It's gone.
Just because of the heat.
It's a miracle, everyone. Can you believe this?
I love that.
See, the old ring is still there. That ring is gone.
That's unbelievable. Now I want to do the whole table. Look at all these. This table's a mess.
This works on any kind of wood?
As long as it's a wax finish, that works really well.
Wow.
Like I said, if it's a lacquer finish, you might want to try the mayonnaise, but it really does work. In the meantime, I want you guys to work on the chair and the drywall holes, okay?
Okay.
All right? And I'll be checking in on you guys.
Okay, great.
We'll be right back right after this.
Coming up, home repair.
Are you wearing pantyhose right now?
Actually, those are mine. It's Ty Pennington to the rescue. Fix that hole in the wall, reupholster that favorite chair. It's easy to do it yourself. You can start today. The Revolution will be right back.
So I put Tim and Laura to a challenge, which is to take some household problems and fix it themselves. Tim's working on reupholstering the chair. Laura, how are we doing with the hole in the wall over there? Probably don't even want to talk about it right now, do you? She's putting duct tape over it. You know what? Take a break from that because I want to show you something else. Because once we patch that, we're also going to have to paint, right? That means we're going to have to match the color. So you guys know all those paint cans that you guys have in your basement or in your closet that's been sitting for years? To use that, well, they get things in it that are sort of, well, they turn into boogers, let's be honest. And it's kind of disgusting. So what we have to do is we have to strain the paint. So are you wearing pantyhose right now?
No.
Thank God. Because I am. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, those are mine.
Oh, yeah, these are your shares, Tim. So what you do is basically, what's great about these is they're great to strain the paint. So you'll take a 5-gallon bucket like this, you strap it over here. Yes, it's a little awkward, but what you do is you just take your old paint and you pour the paint right into the pantyhose, and all those boogers get caught up in the mesh.
This is fascinating.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, wait, we're not finished. Laura, do me a favor. Okay. So now we take the pantyhose off, right? And this is my favorite part, by the way. So now you pull this up, and that's all that goo in there. Isn't that nice? And the cool thing is it's filtering the paint. So we're going to be ready to paint a little bit later. You guys get back to work. I'm going to pour this paint into the pan, and we're going to be ready to roll.
Okay, we'll do it. Up next, Sarah set a goal to get over that wall and get back.
I'm proud of you guys. You're doing great. Our hero this week is Sarah Baum. She is one tough-talking probation officer, a mom and a wife undergoing a true revolution in every area of her life.
And over the past 2 days, we've shown you the first 2 months of her revolution. Today marks her halfway point.
Let's take a look at Sarah Baum and her revolution so far. It's so frustrating. I mean,
she's so close.
She's so close to getting over, man.
She's so close. You just want to, like, just give her a little. But she's been working very hard for 3 months now. We recently increased the amount of resistance she's doing in her workouts to help get her to pull up. So we're focusing on her back muscles and her arm muscles, specifically her lats, which connect the arm to the side of the ribs, and her forearms and her biceps to help give her that pull so she can just explosively get over that fence and just fire over. Now, pull-ups are great exercise to help achieve this. Now, if you're at the playground with your kids and you see them playing on the monkey bars, go ahead and join them. You're not too old, and it may help you get over your wall.
Good advice. 2 months into her revolution, she'd already lost 19 pounds, bringing her from 247 to 228. Let's see how far she's come in month 3.
I am going to weigh.
Sarah's lost a total of 25 pounds since her start, and she isn't really thrilled with her weight loss of 6 pounds. Going through something not linear. You know, we have ups and downs, we plateau.
Do you think it's that snacking that she was doing?
I think it's a number of things. You know, we can't tell our body how fast to lose weight. She lost a lot at first. It slowed down. I think she's going to pick it up personally this next month.
Oh, yeah.
So up next, Sarah's working with Ty to declutter her life and check another item off her me list.
Yes.
Coming up,
Wow, where do I start? Let's talk about the clutter in this garage. Is this necessary? You have to have this. Does anyone ever use these? That's gone. We're making progress.
the revolution. We'll be right back.
Hold on, before you get there, I'm not sure what I just saw. I believe Tim Gunn is actually, I think he's spackling a sanding sponge that he shoved into the wall. It looks great so far, Tim.
I don't even know what spackling is.
Ah, well, I'll show you.
We're catching up with this week's hero, Sarah Baum. She's a wife, mom, probation officer, and she's trying to get back to her active duty in the street.
But Sarah told me that one day she realized how disorganized her life had become. So we started with her garage, where things were totally out of control. Take a look. So let's talk about the clutter in this garage.
Okay.
It's like a little bit of like, it's almost like...
It's like a big yard sale.
Yeah,
Everything's for sale.
So that's a treadmill,
Yes.
right? All right, well, let's set it up, because
Okay.
what I'd like to see is you like working out and me working out the problems in this room.
I can deal with that.
So here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
All right? I'm going to hold up objects, and you tell me why you have to have it.
Okay.
Okay? Let's see. Wow, where do I start? Is this necessary?
That's going to be between you and Charlotte.
Your daughter?
That's hers.
Okay.
And so is the other one. She likes to have a different one per day.
Absolutely. How important is that?
I don't even know what that is.
Has anyone ever used these?
If you have a heart attack, I can use them on you. No? Okay.
Is this necessary? Do you have to have this?
Actually, you can toss that.
That's gone.
Okay.
We're making progress. The clutter that we all hold on to, it weighs us down. It's like that weight she's trying to lose. So I really wanted to help her out and get rid of some of that. Going to grandma's.
Going to grandma's.
Go, Violet.
Okay.
She can work out at home, still connect with her family, be with her daughter and her husband. So sort of a win-win for everybody. Oh, it feels so good.
Oh, it's probably in shock.
Why?
That was probably the first time it's ever been kicked.
Are you-
I swear to God.
Wow. I'm so glad I could break it in.
And it wasn't cheap, and I want to use it.
But you've never used it.
No.
Here's what would be wonderful.
Okay.
If your husband could have a shop area.
Yes.
And then you could have a workout area.
That would be perfect.
I'm going to bring my team in, and we're going to try and make this happen right now.
Okay.
Everybody throws stuff in the garage. Say, like, you know, I don't know what to do with it. Let's just put it in the garage. We'll figure it out later. Well, there comes a time that you're so overflowing in the garage, you can't put anything else in there. And that's a space in your home that can have a great function, have a purpose. It could become a gym. It could be anything. So the main goal here was to turn it into more of an inviting room and maximize this space. I think you're going to like what we've done with the garage.
Okay.
Are you ready to see it?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Open sesame.
Look at all the, oh my gosh. Wow.
I know.
Wow.
So this is your new garage. Check out how much room you have.
Wow. Oh my goodness, there's so much room. Look at my treadmill, I can see it.
And the curtain is actually hiding all your storage.
Oh, wow.
So now you've got clear bin storage. You can actually see what you've got. Like the new shelf?
I love the new shelf.
This whole wall was wasted space, and now with the shelves, you're taking advantage of it.
Great.
Over here, you know, your hubby's got plenty of room to still work, and all the clutter that was underneath here, we covered with just black fabric, very cheap.
I love it. This is really neat. It's really cool.
You know, this is the first time I've actually seen you get emotional.
I know.
Can I just ask you, why are you emotional about it?
It's just, to me, it's more about, you know, the support that you're here and that you're doing this, and to me, that's priceless.
That path that you're on is such a good one, and I cannot wait to see you at the end of this journey.
On the other side of the wall.
On the other side of the wall.
Yes, the wall is getting lower. It's looking like it's more attainable.
Right.
Very cool.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, having clutter can make us all feel overwhelmed. I challenge you right after the show, not right now, keep watching us, but go to your garage and get rid of 5 things you no longer need and use, all right? So now Sarah can check one more thing off her me list, the list of goals she wants to accomplish during her revolution. The next one is declutter my life.
All right, now that you've created some space, and now that Sarah has some space in her house, I'm going to show you how to fill that space. I'm going to show you how to build a home gym for under $50. It can be done.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, yes.
Yeah.
And it starts with these items. First of all, a jump rope. A jump rope is so easy to use. Even I can do it. It's a great way to get your heart rate up, some cardio. This thing is $5. Okay, so you can demo it right now in front of everyone.
You know, this looks like a $5 jump rope.
$5. Next thing. And here's the best part about jumping rope. I don't have a rope and I can still jump rope. So don't stop yourself at home if you don't even have a rope. Okay, next thing, a stability ball. What I love about a stability ball, Ty, is maybe you can do maybe you can do a ball crunch. You can lie back on the ball and work your abs.
Oh, that's
yes,
what a ball crunch is.
Lie back on the ball, a little ball crunch.
I didn't
a ball
like the
crunch
name
is
of that.
great. It's a great alternative to a bench. A bench can be $200-300. This ball is $12, and you can work your whole body, your abs, everything. It also makes for a great office chair. You can put this behind your desk, even go to work, replace this at work, tell your boss, hey, I got a new piece of furniture, see how it goes over.
And it's a lot of
great for your
fun.
midsection. The last thing are hand weights. You've seen them a million times over. They're very versatile. You can train your whole body. It's great for the whole family because when you've got a set of weights at home, you can use them, your husband can use them, your kids can use them, and there's an infinite amount of variation in things you can do with them. Dumbbells, $20 for a pair. Slowly build up your set over time. You don't need to build a whole set at once. And there you have it, a whole gym for under $50. You can save nearly $800 a year by creating a home gym instead of joining a gym. So no more excuses.
We'll be right back right after this. Today's show, I challenge our special guest Laura and our own Tim Gunn to tackle some common dining room fixes. They've each been working really hard on reupholstering a chair and repairing a hole in the drywall. Let's take a look and see how they did. So starting with the chair. Okay, so Laura, this is yours. Tim, this is yours, right?
Indeed.
As I suspected, Tim, you did pretty awesome.
Thank you. I need your help knowing how to do the corners. But the sides were manageable.
You did pretty well. Yours a little bit off, not exactly as straight as the back of the chair. And the little edge right here could use a little work. But you know what? For a first attempt, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's check on the drywall. Well, it looks to me like you may not have fixed the hole, you just sort of covered it.
I covered it with tape.
Okay, so you used the drywall tape. Wait, can I just try something for a second?
Yeah, I thought
Oh, yeah, okay, so that's, so there's nothing in there except just the tape. Well, you know, on a small hole, that would work. That's kind of a big one. Tim, let's take a look at yours. Oh, my gosh.
You've heard of a door stop? It's a tin stop. I'm going to patent it.
Shoved it into the... I've never seen anything like it. It's absolutely revolutionary. Well, I'm going to show you how to fix these problems right now.
Great.
Start with a chair, all right?
Okay. We're following.
So, bad chair, right?
It's disgusting.
Exactly. So, you've got all kinds of food, stains. So, first thing you do is turn it upside down. You take a Phillips head screwdriver. You've got these screws that go far down, and you've got to remove those screws, all right? And then you'll pull the chair off the top of the cushion. Now, that cushion, of course, is already in its place, representing we've taken it off.
Well, it's good because those screws took a long time.
I know. So turn the fabric upside down.
Okay.
And the thing is, a lot of people want to remove the old fabric, but you can actually just leave it on there because you're just covering it.
And it makes a mess.
Exactly. So you really want to line it up, especially if you've got a pattern on your fabric. You got to make sure that it's straight. So you use an eyeball. Sometimes you can use a level. And then you take a staple gun, right? What I do is I try and pull over the side. You put the chair back in, you screw it, and then this is what you end up with. So you can see it's all about keeping it straight, right?
It's a Ty Pennington masterpiece.
Exactly! When we come back, we're going to get our hands dirty and show that when it comes to drywall, there's nothing to fear. Don't go anywhere.
Up next,
I just want to thank
I'm showing you how easy it is to fix things around your house without having to pay a handyman. Things you can do yourself. Now, I'm going to show Laura and Tim here how to fix a hole with drywall.
good.
Right?
I'm ready.
Good. We need the help.
Okay, so there are two stages to fixing a hole in the drywall caused by, door slamming, all right? I'm going to show you the first. So you guys did differently than I expected, but I'm going to show you the correct way. So the first thing you're going to need is actually a note card. This could be, birthday card, you name it, right? You use just a simple rectangle, and you use it as a stencil, and you take a pencil, and you actually draw out a good square rectangle right around.
Good
and you see that?
heavens.
So with that, then you use that same card as a guide. And you take a spare piece of drywall, and see, drywall has two sides. You've got the front and the back.
Yes.
Okay. So what you will do then, you'll trace it on the back, you'll score the back, but you won't go all the way through the other side, all right?
Oh.
And then what you do is you
That's
hit it,
the mistake
you
I-
break it on
I
that,
was
and you leave that
sorry.
paper. Because here's what happens.
Oh.
You pull this away, and it leaves that paper on the front that you're going to need later.
This is so easy, but who knew?
Now, and here's what's really important. Tell you what you guys can do for me while I'm explaining this.
Uh-oh, what are we doing?
Take your drywall saw, right? What you want to do is you want to come into here, go up, and then you got to cut out this exact same shape into a rectangle.
Oh.
And you want to get to your corner so you can do that.
We'll do it.
Yeah, you guys take over that and I'll explain
Is
more.
there another one? Here.
Yeah, do we have-
We'll each take a side.
You can do two things. You can either use the saw or you can also use
really?
the drywall knife.
Okay,
So
we're gonna use this.
you score the back edges using the card as your guide, right? Then you snap it off, leaving the paper on. And this is great because this is going to give you everything you need to stick it right back in and give it a nice smooth finish. Now the other thing you're going to need is a sponge, and it's all about mesh. Okay, this is a mesh patch, and it's going to come in really, really handy. It's only a couple bucks at a home improvement store. Give me that drywall knife. Give me that drywall knife.
That's easier?
Yeah.
Should have taken over because
Okay, I was just
Tim,
doing it.
you were tracing.
I know I was. I was just tracing. But Ty, you make this look so easy.
Well, that's what I do best. Okay, and then you can just pop it out just like
Wow.
Oh,
that.
see, that's the easy part.
Yes, you've created a bigger hole, but there's a reason for that.
It's because of the paper.
That's right. Watch what happens. You slide that in here. It's a nice tight fit. So then you put that right there. Then you come in with this. Now this is
Now, what's
mesh.
that?
What this is a metal mesh patch.
Oh.
So here's what happens. You peel the back off. It's got adhesive to it. You slap that right on top of it, just like this.
Oh, that's
And
great.
see, now there's no longer just an empty hole back there because what happens is you have to
You
keep
filled it in.
Exactly. So now you can actually come back with your joint compound
This is really fantastic.
and then just slap this on here like this.
And you know something, Laura? Ty did this in 1/10 the amount of time that it took us to do it.
See,
we made a mess.
And so this is sort of shows you, of course, it drying about 6 hours, maybe a full day later, right? Then you just come back with sandpaper.
That's fantastic.
You just sand the edges, just like this, lightly around the edges. The other cool thing is you can also take a wet sponge, smooth out all those ridges just like this.
Oh, this is a water-based product.
Exactly. And then you come back with the paint. Now, of course, this is green, but what we were using for an example was red, which was the only paint we could find that had boogers in it. So, let's come back.
I know, your wall paint would be booger-free.
Exactly. We want booger-free paint. So there you go. You can see how it will blend just in, and you want to feather it out on the edges, just like that. And it's going to dry and be the exact same color as your wall. Well, until you slam the door again, you're going to be fine.
That's fantastic.
Right?
Fantastic.
Tim, you're such a great sport, and honestly, you're pretty handy, I gotta say. And Laura, I think, well, you're gonna finally be able to get your house in so much better shape now with all the tips you've learned.
That made it look so easy, and I just want to thank you because this is amazing for me. You do such big things for people, that teaching women to do little things like this in little steps. You're wonderful.
Well, thank you, sweetie. Well, hopefully you'll find a new job, because I know money's really tight right now, right?
It is.
Well, I guess there's no sort of vacations coming up for a family of 9.
No.
Wow, that's a lot, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, there is.
What do you mean?
Well, you and your family are going to be going on a vacation to the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. And I'm sure you're going to create a lifetime of Disney memories on this very special trip. Excited?
I'm so excited.
You'll find all my do-it-yourself tips on our website, abc.com/therevolution. We'll be right back.
Tomorrow we've got lots more tools to transform your life, including the ultimate guide to keeping your feet happy, healthy, and beautiful.
Like the sound of that.
Excited about that.
And we'll see you all back here tomorrow.
Bye-bye.